Hi there everyone, and welcome to another Pokemon Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle. This is a fun battle I had against our good friend Winter, or Sergeant Shiny, on YouTube or Twitch, I forget which one. And he asked me for a battle, didn't care for any particular tier, so I decided to bring my RU team and see how they would fare. And looking at his team, it seems to be possibly an RU team as well, although probably inconsequently. If that's a word? I'm not sure if that's a word. My bad. Anyway, this is how it went. Actually, my team's not a RU team. For Togekiss is UU. Silly me. It was a good mix, though. A Pokemon team that I just randomly sort of threw together. And I found this team actually works quite well. My opponent there leading off with Roxy. Those things can be very annoying. So let's put that thing to sleep and start setting up our hazards. Yep, that thing starts snoozing. And now we can just set everything in motion. Of course, going for Sticky Web. Every time my opponent switches in a Pokemon, it will now have its speed stat reduced by 1. But unfortunately, that thing wakes up on the first turn and is able to start stockpiling. Damn. A stockpiling frickin' Garbodor is gonna be a problem. So back to sleep that thing goes. And let's continue to set up. So yes, this Garbodor is certainly gonna be an annoying Pokemon this battle. And we set up the Stealth Rock. Excellent. All hazards up, and now we can safely switch out. But wait! He wakes up again. And lands that Drain Punch. Not enough to one-hit KO, but certainly powerful. Smeargle's defenses are not exactly great to begin with. So, we put the thing back to sleep, and now we can switch out. And I have a Pokemon that has a ground move, and that is Lycanroc Dusk. I wanted to give Lycanroc a bit of a go. I'm much more a fan of Lycanroc Midnight, but we can try out Dusk form for a change. It does have that lovely Tough Claws ability, boosting its contact moves by 30%. As this thing wakes up on the first turn again, and is able to get another stockpile off. Quite unfortunate. But I let loose with the Drill Run. But what I really should have done was gone for the Sword Dance, because it is not doing enough damage. We do see the Drain Punch does less than half to Lycanroc, so I really should set up the Sword Dance here. But for some reason I don't. I continue going straight for that Drill Run. I guess I'm banking on the high critical hit chance this move has, but in hindsight that was such a bad idea. I should have just gone for the Sword Dance. As yes, this damn Roxy is going to be back to near full HP. But at this point, in for a penny, in for a pound. Go for our final Drill Run, and no crit. At least through this Drain Punch it won't be recovering much HP. But it does land a critical hit anyway. Oh well, Lycanroc, you tried. You tried. I still prefer Lycanroc Midday. Midday? Midnight. Whoops. But yes, well, I may as well bring back in Smeargle here and try putting this thing to sleep again. But so far, every time this thing has been asleep, it's woken up on the turn after, which is quite annoying. But this allows me to come in, put it to sleep, and go for the lovely Parting Shot again, reducing its attack. So yes, down to -2 attack. This thing won't be much of a threat now. And I decide to bring in my heaviest hitter, Heracross. Ah, it woke up again and goes for Explosion. Damn, I can't catch a break. But luckily, since I lowered his attack quite significantly, and his attack isn't really high to begin with, we take very minimal damage from that explosion. And the turn wasted does activate our lovely Flame Orb. A flying type Pokemon that was caught in a sticky web? This can only mean one thing. Brick Break normally would be -4 effective, but we see our Masquerade partner there. I was able to see through its disguise and take down the Zoroark. As out comes Master Fu. None of my moves can hit this thing for super effective damage. I have one move that's kind of weak that can hit it for neutral, so I'm going to switch out here. Not to mention Master Fu are very often choiced. So I go into Togekiss, who does resist fighting moves by 4, but he actually goes for the Ice Punch. Of course, fighting wouldn't have been effective against Heracross either, so that was a smart move. Now, seeing that he's probably locked into Ice Punch, I figured this is actually a good time to bring out our old and dear friend Bertha. The epic Pokemon that was very good in VGC as well, before the advent of Z-moves, that is. So, as some of you may know, my Bertha is a very special Milotic. For this is the pioneering Coil Hypnosis Milotic set that I pioneered back in Oras, and helped me into 12th place at the London Regionals back in 2015. We boost our attack, defense, and accuracy, but we don't care about that attack boost. We only care about the defense and accuracy boost, because Bertha gets Hypnosis. Ugh, we do miss our first Hypnosis, but this turns out to be a blessing in disguise, because my opponent seems to forget Milotic's ability. Competitive. Doubling my special attack stat after it lowers one of my other stats. And now, with Hypnosis at 80% accuracy thanks to that coil boost, it does connect. So now we have a nice sleeping eel, and I'm at +2 special attack. So I'm not sure whether I'll take it out though, because I believe that eel is probably assault vested. So I have to hope it stays asleep for this turn and doesn't hit me with a super effective electric move. Out we come with that accuracy boosted Hydro Pump, boosting it to over 100% accuracy. And lucky for me, that eel does stay asleep. Looking at the rest of his team, he doesn't have any great special attackers. So down goes Lieutenant Recharge. And now I have a +2 Milotic on the field, with its accuracy boosted. We're back up to full HP now, and in comes Masquerade, a flying type. Now, let's go for Blizzard. At +2, is it enough? Yes, it is. I know Masquerade can be somewhat bulky, but they love to augment their bulk with cosmic power. So without any boosts, that thing goes down. In comes Master Fu. Now, it may outspeed me, but thanks to our defense boost from Coil, we should be able to live any hit. Out comes that close combat, doing hefty damage. I'm not sure I would have lived that if I had not got the Coil boost up. But yes, we're able to retaliate with Hydro Pump, and thanks to that special defense boost from the close combat, it does go down, and we have a lovely Milotic sweep on our hands. It's been a long time since Bertha here has shone in the limelight on my YouTube, so I'm glad to see it kicking ass once again. In comes Wheelix. Of course they have that sturdy ability, but thanks to our Stealth Rock, we break its sturdy. And since we would naturally outspeed anyway, we do outspeed, land a Hydro Pump, and that is a one-hit KO. Down goes Wheelix, and that was a great Milotic sweep. Good to be using Milotic once again. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed.